Hi, it's Julian from Delcian on our trip across the US. We're now in Florida, and I just wanted to take the chance to talk to you about what we're looking at around what we're calling our journeys to inclusion. I suppose I want to go back to basics to a certain degree to understand what diversity and inclusion is. And if we look at how we promote diversity and how we support inclusion, and inclusion being creating that sense of belonging with an organization, and how we look at creating equity, and equity is about treating people based on their individual needs. And it's from my experience as a disabled person is why I do the work that I do around Delcian, and making organizations more inclusive. And we've had some great experiences. So we're staying at a Sheraton resort at the moment on the basis that the team here are fantastic. We've stayed here before. We know that what we can ask for with regards to putting things in place. My daughter uses a wheelchair for accessibility. My son likes to have things which are familiar to him, so we've got the same room. And we know that we can ask the team here what our requirements are, and they will accommodate us in any way, shape or form. And it's their attitude and approach that really makes a difference. And that's the reason why we're here. And one of the things that we found is that where we've been transferring through airports, for example, LAX in Los Angeles, the team were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, based on their approach, based on the people that we've met and the people that we've interacted with. We've also had some experiences which aren't so great, and it's been interesting to look at because it's based around where processes are put in place, where people are trying to follow the process without a real understanding and a real engagement of why these processes are in place. And also, if we look at equity and how we create inclusive experiences based on individual needs, if people within organizations aren't empowered to make those differences, then they're never going to happen. If there isn't that knowledge, that empathy, that engagement around how to make an organization, a workplace, an experience inclusive, then it's where it's always going to fall foul. And I think that's come back to me time and time again during this visit. And there's a real opportunity for organisations to look at what they're doing and look what they're putting in place. And I don't want to detract from what's been a fantastic trip, but there has to be a relationship between what an organisation professes it's doing to make an organisation inclusive and the impact that has on people engaging externally with that organisation. That link is always going to be there, and that's why it's absolutely paramount that there's a focus on that. But let's go back to that point again. An over-reliance on processes, where those processes aren't communicated, aren't clear. But the overriding impact that I see is where people aren't empowered. So empower your teams, give them that knowledge, that empathy and the engagement, and empower them to make a real difference. And those are the findings that we found throughout our trip. So we're going to keep on enjoying the sunshine and looking forward to sharing a next brief episode with yourselves. Take care. Bye.